If you were out at all yesterday, you probably saw this. Vehicles sporting Axe the Tax signs and Canadian flags, as protesters opposed to the federal price on carbon voiced their displeasure. At the borders of Alberta and Manitoba, protesters were able to slow traffic down to 30 kilometers an hour. And while the crowds were smaller, RCMP say there were more protests today, including near Lloydminster on Highway 16. Mounties say they're working with rally organizers to make sure everyone stays safe. Police say if you plan to drive along the Trans-Canada to Alberta or Manitoba, expect delays. The protests come in response to a recent hike to the federal carbon tax. It works out to roughly 3 cents per liter of gas. For as much noise as the protesters are making, one economist says this is all part of a plan.
So we know gas prices rise and fall at 3.3 cents a liter. Now, if you hadn't seen the news about the carbon price, you might not have had a big reaction to it because it's actually smaller than a lot of the other times gas prices go up.
Brett Dolter says the slow increase of the price of carbon is by design. It's meant to ease people into reducing their reliance on things like gasoline and give time for alternative technology to be developed. For those struggling with increases to their cost of living, that explanation is tough to hear.
There's not a lot of people in the community that do support the carbon tax. I haven't actually heard anybody that has come to me and said, you know, I'm really happy we're paying this carbon tax.
And while the price on carbon has now gone up, the federal rebate meant to offset the carbon tax has also increased. For a family of 4 in Saskatchewan, that quarterly check could be up to $376. For a single adult, $188. Alexander Kwan, CBC News, Regina.